Happy belated new moon in Capricorn. So, yeah, that was a bit of a rough transition for me, which is why I'm only hopping on right now, but I am here and now. So, the new moon in Capricorn. Yeah, we just got into Capricorn season right after that solstice, and that was quite a rocky transition for me, as usual. Capricorn energy, yeah, nothing against it. Like, personally, it just is the way that it affects me. It hits really hard every time. So it's an earth energy, and yeah, the way that I feel Capricorn, um, they have this wisdom of how, much it takes to build an empire. Capricorn really is here to, leave a legacy. It's the step by step. It's those every step making those decisions that are aligned with the bigger vision. It's a very perseverant sign. I'll tell you that. So yeah, the new moon in Capricorn, starting the new year, it is a very potent time. It was a very potent time. Still kind of feeling actually the energies of that, so I feel like it's totally appropriate to still talk about it right now. Yeah, so the Capricorn energy, as related to the archetypes in tarot, the devil is the one that represents Capricorn. So we'll talk a little bit about the devil, but I feel like talking about the ruling sign of that first, which would be the world in most decks, but it's the universe here, and it's the planet Saturn. So the world or the universe in my deck, the reason why I want to talk about it now, the message coming through for me is, like January, New Year's, the new moon, there is this like new energy, but the world in the tarot is really like the completion actually of a cycle. And as I said in my New Year video, I still have this feeling that, it's not like boom, that ends and boom, that begins. There's not like a clear cut line. For me, it's really like this transition. There really is this integration time, like this buffer period. Like, we're not just in one and then completely in the other. There really is this more fluid, more natural, more organic kind of a lead in to the new year. So yeah, no pressure about like New Year's resolutions, like new year, new you, that kind of a thing. I feel like it's still a time of really looking back on the year, and we still have time to. I mean, we always have time. We don't know what this year is going to look like in advance. I feel like right now it's more of a time of, yeah, really taking stock of the last year, really integrating those final lessons, and really taking our time to decide where it is that we want to invest our energy for the next year. Like, taking time to really sink into and really focus on what are the vibrations that I want to be in and attract into my life for the next year. And I'm really much more focusing inwards and focusing on the values and focusing on the feelings, rather than focusing, like putting too much expectation as to what that has to look like, I'm not a big fan of that. So that is kind of my guidance to working with this energy here before we start talking about the devil. So that's how I feel that Saturn and the world energy is coming in. Like Capricorn is really a beautiful energy in that it really shines when it's really truly aligned. It can really move mountains. It can really build empires, and a very solid foundation and structure if it's fully aligned. So not to jump into things, it's really like considering like, okay, where is it that in my foundation that I really want to put attention to? Like, what are the pillars that need fortifying, and putting energy into that consistently coming back and coming back every day or every other day, just like in a consistent way, so that it strengthens and it fortifies and it creates a solid foundation. When our foundation is solid and it's really, really clear and it's aligned, this is the one that's going to last. This is the, like, if you want to build a house, you want to make sure that foundation is strong. You don't want a flimsy one before you start building the house on it, so it's that kind of an energy. And now we're talking about the devil. Oh, I love working with the devil energy. It is quite a little trickster. So the devil coming in here, it's, classically we talk about it being related to, obsessions or addictions or like things like that. And, it's not, not to limit it, to like addictions to substances or stuff like that, but like, what we consume and, self-sabotaging behaviors. And that's kind of all in there. But I don't really see it, like, I don't like to talk about these things in, a black or white way. So it's opportunities, it's like things that come up that tempt us to, or rather ask us, like, are you really done with this pattern? And then we have a choice, right? So it's really an opportunity to, am I going to continue this pattern that I know, is not good for me? Am I going to continue to do this thing that I know sabotages? Am I going to say yes to the thing that is not in alignment again, and waste my energy? So that's the way that it's really coming through for me right now. So coming into Capricorn season, Capricorn is, representative of the father. So this season, we're really looking at that. Like, what is our relationship to the father energy? What is our relationship to the father within? How do we father ourselves, And then I know that, in our society, like, this message is a lot, it's like the hard ass. It's like, the overbearing father, the authoritarian father. Like, a lot of us have these imprints on us from, our family, from society, from whatever programming that we've got. So it's really looking at that relationship. And then for me, there is this, kind of toxic father, toxic patriarchal or masculine principle of, like, pushing and struggling and working hard, and like, and there's really this pressure. There's really this pressure to, like, perform and to, like, be perfect and to, like, do the things. And for myself, I've really noticed, for myself and for my clients and all around me, like, that most of us don't really work well when we're being, like, pressured in that way. So it's like noticing where these patterns come up in us, like what is our relationship to the father? How does our father voice sound in us? Are these patterns coming up? And then do we say yes to those things, or do we plant a seed for new? So it's really that kind of an energy that we're looking into right now. So I just shot a bunch of stuff out of there for you. We are past the new moon right now. But we're still in Capricorn season. We're still working with all these energies because the sun is in Capricorn this whole season. So it's, I really feel like it's a great time to look at how these themes come up in our lives. There's still time to, to intention set, and to really take your time with that, to really, really consider, like, what is an alignment? Is that voice serving me? Is that father voice serving me? What do I want to really say yes to and say no to? What do I want to devote my time and energy to? Because Saturn is the timekeeper, we are in these bodies. We do have these, limitations. We do have these boundaries. We do have these limitations with our time and energy. How do we want to spend our precious time and energy? What is in highest alignment for us to invest our resources in? So I hope that this is really helpful for you. I would love to connect one-on-one if you're feeling the call to go in a deeper dive tarot session to look at what it is you are personally dealing with these themes on your journey. We're all being, we're all feeling this differently. We're all in different stages with this. And the wisdom and the medicine that these cards hold is very, very potent. So sending you so much love, and talk soon.